Celebrity Apprentice cast reveal discussion.
All right, this show is back finally. I know
it was in the can for a while.
I don't know if this is 100% true or not, but I'm suspecting that since, unfortunately, Joan Rivers passed away, they're probably like, we better get this thing up and running, otherwise people are going to see that this has been in the can for a long time.
Could be. I don't know, but the wait is finally over. The show's going to be premiering on January 4th. Woo! And it's a two-night premiere. Sorry.
Well, the winner gets $250,000 for their charity. I'm a little surprised. It's kind of light.
I don't know.
But
they raise a lot of money along the way, too.
Yeah.
So, of course, Donald Trump is leading the charge, as always.
So is there 16 people? This is a big cast.
I believe so, yeah.
This is a very big cast.
We're going to break it down for you guys into categories. So first off, we're going to start with the actors of the group.
And that would be Vivica A. Fox.
All right. Most recently, she was in Sharknado 2.
That's a pretty popular show, isn't it?
It was a cult film, I would say.
All right. Well, she's also a host, a reality judge.
Yeah, I think she's doing some producing too. She's acted in a lot of stuff.
She is a big deal.
Okay, so we're also going to talk about what charities each of the contestants will be representing. So she is playing for Best Buddies International.
Okay, so it's like kind of a job coaching charity.
It's building friendships and like job skills and everything for people with developmental disabilities.
Okay, that sounds pretty nice.
All right, I gotta say, they all picked wonderful charities.
Yeah, are fantastic.
Okay, next up, Lorenzo Lamas.
Remember him in Grease?
Not really.
I do.
It was a very minor role.
Well, I think his real claim to fame is his daughter Shane.
That's how I always remember him. She was the winner of The Bachelor with that guy Matt. Probably one of my favorite bachelors.
Will you marry me?
Yeah.
And she said yes, but then he said...
She was also recently on David Tutera.
Yes. She apparently is an internet vlogger or reality show carnival.
I don't know. It's not about her.
All right. Well,
Lorenzo, obviously, has done a lot of soap work.
Right.
Right? And now he's getting more into directing and producing. And he is playing for Boot Campaign.
That's a charity that raises money for when the military troops come home and they need to transition back into normal life.
Right.
So that's a good cause as well.
Okay, next up.
Keisha Knight Pulliam.
Oh my gosh, that's Brody Huxtable!
She's the Cosby Kid.
Yeah, so...
She actually went to Spelman.
She did.
Which is portrayed as Hillman on the show.
Shh. So she obviously was on the Cosby Show. But wasn't she also a Johnson & Johnson baby?
I don't know about that.
I think so. And she was on Sesame Street.
And she now has her own production company.
Yeah.
And her own charity, which is Camp Kizzy, which is self-esteem and empowerment and motivation.
For kids.
For kids. So that's really awesome.
All right. Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah. He's a comedian for like 1 million years.
Yep. Most people,
the voice of Iago.
I think, know him because of, or most people my age know him as Iago from Aladdin.
Yep. He's the Aflac Duck.
He's like the voiceover king now.
He was on Annoying Orange. He was somebody on Family Guy.
Yeah, and he is playing...
A little controversial.
A little bit. He is playing for Autism Speaks.
What comedian is not controversial, though, except for, like, friggin' Jerry Seinfeld? And I think even he did something stupid, like, a couple of weeks ago.
We love you, Jerry. Okay.
Sorry, but...
All right, so rounding out our actor category is Ian Ziering.
From Beverly Hills 90210.
And he was also in Sharknado and Sharknado 2.
Yeah, with Vivica.
So he has really, I think, been around the reality TV circuit.
He's trying to reinvent himself. He was on Dancing with the Stars.
I feel like he was on some other stuff too.
Yeah.
He made it pretty far on Dancing with the Stars.
He did. I'm surprised. I think he had a lot of 90210 votes going on there. But
could be.
His charity is EB Medical Research. And this one really, it was an amazing charity. These kids that he raises money for have this skin condition or skin disease.
And it can be really serious.
Their skin falls off. They call them butterfly children because their
skin is very delicate.
Right, the connective tissue that connects the outer to the inner.
Oh, reading about these charities really started bringing tears to my eyes.
Too.
Seriously.
Me too. All right, now let's talk about the athletes.
Okay, we got a couple of athletes here, starting off with Shawn Johnson.
Talk about reality show circuit. She's hitting the stride there.
Well, before all that, she was a gold medal Olympic gymnast.
She's also an author and a broadcaster.
Yeah, a lot of the contestants this year have written books. A lot. And popular books, too. New York Times best-selling books.
She's pretty amazing. She's done a lot in her short life.
And she won Dancing with the Stars.
That's right.
And came back for All Stars.
And came very close to winning the second time.
Right. So she is playing for Character Counts. I think it's in Iowa. I want to say Iowa.
All about building good character and treating others how you want to be treated type thing. So, very nice charity as well.
All right. Next up, Terrell Owens, big football star.
He's been on the Cowboys, on the Eagles, on the Bengals, on the Seahawks. He's been on like a million
I think
teams.
he was originally drafted by the 49ers.
Okay.
Just putting that out there.
He is like an award-winning footballer. He's got like the most yards, whatever.
Right. But aside from sports, he's been doing a lot of other stuff lately. He's written books. He wrote a children's book.
Right.
He's been doing
a lot of these celebrities, they don't just do the charity that they're playing for. They also do other charities.
Yeah, some of them are playing for their own charities. Some of them have their own charities, but they're playing for someone else. So he's playing for the Ronald McDonald House.
Which is awesome.
Right.
All right, Johnny Damon.
All right, baseball star. He's been on an S-ton of teams. Most notably, I think, the Boston Red Sox and the Yankees. He won a World Series ring with both of those teams.
When he was on the Red Sox,
I was like, no!
He had the long hair, and every time he came up to bat, we would say, Caveman Johnny Damon.
Yeah, and then he was on the Yankees, and we were like...
And then he got his hair cut short. So it was like, bad boy, good boy.
All right, well, he's playing for the Johnny Damon Foundation.
Which is also a very cool charity. They raise money to give to other charities. So he's using his name brand recognition to benefit other charities.
I think they do a lot of work for children who are at risk or disadvantaged.
All right, Jamie Anderson.
Whoa, Sochi 2014.
I'm totally like a snowboarder.
She won the gold medal in snowboarding.
And wasn't she like the first female to ever blah, blah, blah?
Well, I think slopestyle was a new event, wasn't it?
Right. So she was the first female gold medalist for slopestyle.
All right. Yeah, go Jamie.
She's one of 8 kids.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of snowboards in the garage.
Yeah, well, she's staying true to the winter sports, and she's playing for Protect Our Winters.
Pow! All right. It's to fight climate change so she can continue to snowboard.
I'm sure it's for more than just that. Let's talk about the reality stars. Ooh. There are many this season.
Kenya Moore. She is the second black woman to win Miss America.
Miss USA.
I'm sorry, Miss USA. You know who the first was?
Vanessa?
I think so. Ah! Go Syracuse.
Okay, so she also has been acting quite a bit. She's an actress.
She's got hair care line. She has long and luxurious hair.
Most people probably know her from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I know Andy Cohen does.
I think she's caused quite a bit of drama. We don't watch Atlanta, so I'm not really sure, but I remember hearing her name come up a lot. So if you guys want to fill us in on some of the Atlanta drama in the comments, please do.
She's playing for Detroit Public Schools Foundation. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. All
right, well,
we need some help.
We have another Real Housewife on the show.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Brandy Glanville.
I don't want to slut shame here, but she seems to be the craziest one on that cast.
I don't know. There are different
levels,
different types of crazy. But anyway,
she's pretty crazy.
Before Real Housewives, she was a model. She traveled all around the world modeling. She's written a few books, I think 2 books. New York Times bestsellers.
She's best buds with another Real Housewife from the Real Housewives of New York.
Oh, that's right.
Kristen. And she's playing for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
All right, just a little quick thing. Pretty sure that Brandy and Kenya do not get along, and it gets really ugly.
Uh-oh, hot dog.
All right, next up, reality TV star Kate Gosselin.
I love Kate Gosselin. I know I'm going to take a lot of flack for that.
She's a controversial figure, but you know what? You got to give her some respect for raising those kids all on her own.
I give her a ton of respect for putting up with what she had to go through in the press.
Yeah.
And dealing with all those kids.
Let's not forget, too, she's also a registered nurse, right?
Something like that. Yeah, that's right. She used to work as a nurse. Mm-hmm. That's right. So I'm just amazed about what she does in a day.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen some of her shows. She's written books. She really loves kids.
She was on Dancing with the Stars too.
She was. She was also on Celebrity Wife Swap too.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure they have another special coming out in December. So
awesome! I'm looking for that. Well,
but
she wouldn't be on the show if she didn't have something coming out.
I guess. So she's playing for Camp Barnabas.
Now this charity is for kids with disabilities, and it's a camp for kids with disabilities. Mm-hmm. When I read the testimonial, I was just like ready to bust out crying.
Yes.
Her charity more than any of the others.
I don't know. A couple of them I was just like, hold it together.
I know. All right. Up next, Sig Hansen.
Siggy!
Captain Sig.
All right. He is
Deadliest Catch
with the crabs.
All right. So he's also a voiceover. He's also
a voiceover
actor.
Okay. He was in Cars too. Who knew?
I know. He was also in the Norwegian Hall of Fame.
Good for you.
I know.
He's like the captain and co-owner of the Northwestern?
I don't know, but he's been doing it forever. Probably his mom plopped him out and like, Captain Sig, you are born.
He's great. Great personality. It's going to be awesome.
Love him. He's playing for the Coast Guard Foundation, which is a charity that supports Coast Guard members and their families.
All right.
Kevin Jonas up next.
We stuck him in the reality category because he seems to be the only one who's really from the music industry.
Well, he had a reality thing going on too.
Didn't he have a reality show with his wife?
So. He's a Jonas bro.
Yeah.
He's also a home builder.
Yeah, I remember seeing him on Real Housewives of New Jersey. He was working on Kathy's home.
I know.
It's crazy. But
he's also come out with an app.
That's something to do with Snapchat. I don't know.
Yeah, but there was another one too about how to find like good restaurants or something.
Right, something to do with Yelp.
Right.
Or Yelp-like, I don't know.
Right.
But it seems like he's really into the technology industry, and he's
smart.
Got a smart mind for business. I don't know.
Very smart. So he's playing for Convoy of Hope, which is a charity that supports impoverished, hungry, and hurting people.
All right.
So that's a pretty good one, too. They're all good.
Yes, and our final category for this cast is News.
Lisa Gibbons. Oh, how many people remember her? And Mary Hart.
All right, so she is most famous, I think, for
Entertainment Tonight. And she also had a daytime talk show, Lisa.
Yeah, she also did some sort of show with Bill Rancic.
I think on PBS or something like that.
I'm not sure.
She knows Bill Rancic. And if you remember...
Hello, Juliana.
He won. Yeah, but he also won Apprentice. So she's playing for Lisa's Care Connection, which is a charity that supports caregivers who take care of family members who have like Alzheimer's or like, you know... Caregivers.
All right. And last but not least...
Oh boy. Geraldo Rivera.
World famous journalist.
He's been a journalist for a million years.
Yes, he's won so many awards for his work.
When I was a kid growing up in New York, he was on the local New York news, ABC.
I think he does a lot for Fox now,
right?
On
he
does
Fox
a lot of specials.
Now, but he's done lots of like TV specials.
He's worked for everyone.
Pretty much. So he's playing for Life's Work, spelled W-O-R-C, and it supports individuals with developmental disabilities, including autism. So they do like, you know, job coaching and really important stuff. So
all right.
Everybody's charity is fantastic. I love all of the charities this season.
Yep.
So, of course, the regular cast of cronies is back. Ivanka, Donnie Jr., Eric... Some surprise guests. You know, Joan Rivers is going to be there.
I thought I heard Piers Morgan is also going to be back. We'll see, but...
Possibly Bill Rancic, too.
Cool.
He's got that connection there.
Well...
So...
So let us know. Who are you guys most excited for? Who do you think is going to have the best shot? I actually think that Kevin Jonas is going to be really good. I think he's got a really strong background in business. I actually think Kate Gosselin's
going to be really good as well.
I don't know. We'll see.
Let us know, and... be there on January 4th. We'll be posting our first recap, discussion, and until then,
much love.
Edit.